Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Breath of the Wild glitch run video here on the channel. So today I thought it would be good to continue the series, but last episode I ended off with saying that I was going to take on the Thunderblight Ganon in the Divine Beast, but I'm not in the Divine Beast.
You what?
And that is because I am going to do one last glitch before taking it on. And the glitch is infinite arrows. So this is actually really simple and easy to pull off. Normally when you fire an arrow into the ground with a multi-shot bow, you can only pick up one arrow. Or in my case, I guess they both break. But what the developers did not plan for is if you pull out your bow, set the arrow on fire, and shoot it into something, you can pick up both arrows. So I started with 1, I'm now up to 3, now I'll have 4. And the more arrows your bow shoots, the better off you'll be. But any multi-shot bow will work. Like the duplex bow here gives you 1 extra arrow per shot. Lynel bows will give you 2 or 4 extra, depending on how many, if it's a 3-shot or 5-shot bow. So you can repeat this to your heart's content, because each arrow you fire into the tent flap here gives you another arrow. So even if you lose one or a bow breaks or something, you just pull out another double shot or triple or quintuple shot bow and just keep going. But I started off this episode with 2 arrows, broke 1 in the ground, and I'm currently at 24, only having bought 1. I did the glitch once and then scrapped the recording, so that's how I got 2. But up to 31 now, and you can repeat this as long as you want. The limit caps at 999 arrows, unfortunately, so you can't have truly infinite, but you can have quite a bit. So I'm just going to stock up for quite a while doing this, and probably break the other duplex bow. I'll be right back when that's over. Alright, so broke that bow. I now have 49 arrows. Not a whole lot, but it's enough to get started. So I'm going to warp back. Actually, scratch that. Before I warp back, I am going to heal up, and then I shall warp back. Alrighty, so I am back in the Divine Beast now, full up on hearts. Got some arrows. I'm going to pull out my Lynel weapons here. Save the pot lid for another time. It'll have its moment. But anyway, it is now time to take on Thunderblight Ganon. This one, many people consider to be the hardest Blight Ganon, and I'm gonna take it on first, because why not?
Let's do this.
So, let's run up here. Just have to go up to this center core thingy, and let's examine it.
So you have chosen death.
Here he is.
Stay on your edge, Link. This formidable adversary was made by Ganon, and brought me to a warrior's demise 100 years ago. Do not allow this to be your end. Fight for your life, and its death.
Here, our first Ganon. Let's get to the ground quickly. I don't want to fight it up on the ledge. And let's wait for it. It's got a quick attack here. You gotta learn to perfect dodge it. It's really hard to focus or talk while it's doing it, but he zips around and will essentially teleport 3 times. You just wait for the 3rd teleport and then you jump back immediately, and you will dodge it, and then you'll be good to go. Let's wait for it, and zip, zip, zip. Ah, I missed it. Come on. Come here, you big lug. We're taking it down pretty fast. The Ganons, the blighted Ganons, they all have different amounts of health based on which one you take it. We're on to stage 2, but the first one has a bit less health, and the different ones, as you take them on, get more and more health. So, I already broke one Lynel sword, that's why I made copies. Now we're on to phase 2, gotta pull out Magnesis. Where is he? Where are you at? Where are you at, buddy? There he is. Gonna drop some metal rods from the sky. Very easy, grab one and just present it to him as a peace offering. Am I high enough? Hello? Come on. Be the right one. Hey, there we go. So he loses a lot of health with that. Now we just whack him. Come on, break the shield. Alright, I guess we gotta shield deflect. Hey. Get a good shot in, and run in, and swing. This should take him out. And he dead. Again, many people consider it to be the easiest, but if you take it on early, he has less health, so it's a lot easier. Plus, maxing out hearts with glitches and multiple Lynel weapons, he's a walk in the park if you know what you're doing.
I don't feel so good.
Alright, so we have beaten the Ganon, and now we get a life heart here. Unfortunately, this is the saddest thing ever because we maxed out with glitches. I cannot pick it up, and it's destined to float forever.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So right over there is the end of the dungeon, but before I do that, there's a couple of chests I want to grab. I believe there is one floating somewhere. I believe it is over, yeah, it's over on this end. 1 second. So this chest is rather hard to get. As you can see, it's floating above in space, and how do you get it? You can't magnesis it because it's on a string, so you can't pull it. You gotta break the string, but then how do you magnesis it that fast? So, I'm gonna try. You gotta stasis the rope, I guess not have a bow equipped, and break the rope, and then quick switch to magnesis, and cursor just below it. Hey, got it. So just put your cursor right below it, wait for the last ding, and the moment it breaks, activate magnesis, and you will catch it. Got ourselves a ancient core, so this is what would have happened. Just falls through the ground. So, at least we got that. Can't take the heart, but we got an ancient core. So let's head back up to the core up there and end off this dungeon. So, here we go. This is it. Get ourselves a little cutscene too.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Link. Thanks to your valor and skill, my soul is free, and NABORIS is ours once again. Which means that finally, we can complete what we started years ago. We Gerudo have no tolerance for unfinished business. I've waited so long for the moment to see you finally rush Hyrule Castle. As well as for the moment when I incinerate Ganon into a pile of ash. Which reminds me, I wanted to give you a little something. Please accept this gift, which has come to be known as Urbosa's Fury. It will no doubt be of use to you. Both you and the princess, I know you have suffered much regarding what happened to us champions. But this is how things had to happen. No one need carry blame. So please, make it clear so she understands that. Tell her to shed any worries. And let her know I couldn't be more proud of her. You take good care of the princess. Oh, and also, take good care of Hyra.
I'm a fire in my ladle!
Naboru, legend of the Gerudo, celebrated over ages. And you, who were named to honor her, you are a legend as well. Isn't that right, NABORIS? The bitter essence of defeat from a century ago still sits upon my tongue. But that is now in the past. It was written that Calamity Ganon once adopted the form of a Gerudo. And that will make this victory all the more satisfying. I like that. Now I can take this personally. Once we've established a lock on that thing, it will be up to Link to keep Ganon occupied until the moment we unleash our strike. That moment is going to be so delicious.
And thus we get Urbosa's Fury. Probably one of the better champion's abilities that I never use. So, to officially complete the NABORIS Divine Beast quest, you have to go back into Gerudo Town. Make sure to dress up for it, and especially do it right in front of the guards. That's always good.
Hello there.
They'll never notice a thing. So, right up here, gotta talk to Ryu one last time. Well, not one last time. There'll be more times we talk to her. But here we go.
Oh, you're back. I'm glad you're okay. I truly am. NABORIS is no longer a threat to the town. I'm still worried about the larger threat to Hyrule, but at least my people won't be troubled by NABORIS anymore. I want to offer these to you as a thanks for your help. I'll trust you'll accept them. These pieces of equipment are priceless treasures of the Gerudo people. They were once worn by Lady Urbosa. Since you and Lady Urbosa were friends, it's only right that you have them.
And thus we have completed Divine Beast Va NABORIS. And for our troubles, we get... What is this? This is the Scimitar of the Seven, Urbosa's sword. And we also get her shield, Daybreaker. Hey, my shield inventory is full. 1 second, I gotta drop one of the Lynel Shields here. This one's taking a little bit of a hit, so I can drop that one. Hey. You can tell which ones have been used and which ones haven't by the little sparkle, actually. In the top right of the corners here on the shields, you can see these right 3 are sparkling. They have full durability, but because the pot lid has taken some beatings, it doesn't sparkle anymore. So we now have Daybreaker and Lady Urbosa's sword. There's one last thing I want to do in this episode, and that is I am going to grab the Master Sword because I have enough hearts for it. So I'm going to teleport over here. You can change out of the Gerudo outfit, but as long as you don't close the menu, you're fine. So I'm going to start from the Great Plateau and bomb impact my way all the way to the Great Deku Tree. So here we are. The Great Hyrule Forest and the Master Sword actually lies beyond Hyrule Castle here. It's actually, I believe, there's the Deku Tree right there. On the map, you can see it's right here. So we got a ways to go, but with bomb impacts launching, it'll take about 30 seconds. So got the bombs lined up. Here we go. Start. Well, two guardians have seen us. Won't be much of a problem. Just keep gliding. So here we have Tower 6 of 15. And now we have the Central Hyrule map area added to our map overall. So I'm going to continue my journey here. Let's glide and bomb and drop another bomb. And just wait for the flash. That's usually a good indicator. I'll just take off flying here way out of the Guardian's range. Choo-choo, I don't have a picture of you yet. I need a picture. Dang it. Come here, bomb. Come here, bomb. Dang it. Just let it go, I guess.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Ooh, a truffle. Alright, so here is the tower, and this one's a little tricky to take on, but it's not awful if you know what you're doing. Oh, especially if you don't blow yourself up, that always helps. So we got some new enemies around here, some blue moblins and blue Lizalfos. Haven't seen those yet. I've only seen a black one. The blue are easier than the black, but I'm just going to skirt around them for the moment. I don't really feel like dealing with them, or they're going to notice me and charge me. Run, 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 run. So let's just dash on ahead. The tower itself, it does take some The tower itself does take some kind of parkouring up and figuring out, but it's not too difficult. Just follow the path and you can make it up, or you can glide down from a high point way up there. The choice is yours. So I'm gonna drop a Cryonis pillar here. You gotta watch out. There are some electric Lizalfos in the water, so they can zap you and make you fall into the muck here, and that resets you. That has spotted me. Woodland Tower. I don't really want... Oh, come on. Dang it. Alright, let's get up here. So now we shall add the Woodland Tower to our list. Tower, I believe, 7 of 15. Over half. Just about halfway. Alrighty, so I am actually going to drop one of my swords. I'm going to drop the one I've been using because up on top of this tower, I don't know how many people know of this, but there is a Royal Guard Claymore. Royal Claymore, not Royal Guard. So that right now is the strongest weapon I have. So let's start out from this tower here, gliding for it, and let's try bomb impacting early on. See if that gives me enough speed here to break the trigger. It does. Perfect. Do I carry enough speed in? I do. I am in the KOROK forest. That was a lot easier than I thought it was. I tried doing a lot of different things and it wasn't working out well. Tried at least 15 times, but I am going to activate this shrine, sleep in a bed, and pull the Master Sword. Let's skip that. We've seen that before. So, let's pull out my camera here. There's a lot of stuff to take pictures of. I want that. I want the stick. Oh, there's Hestu here.
Hello there.
I guess he beat us to the KOROK forest. So you can upgrade your stashes there. The bed is right in here. I'm going to ignore the KOROKs for now. I don't know how long this episode is at the moment, so I don't want to make it any longer than it has to be. Let's go talk to the guy here.
No, vegetarians everywhere. Stop, that's my face. Sorry about that. I must have dozed off a bit. Oh, you're Mr. Hero, aren't you? The great Deku tree told me about you. So you finally made it to our forest, huh? I've been waiting for so long, I thought I might start to put down roots. Welcome to the great Deku tree's navel. I made a bed out of leaves just for you, Mr. Hero. Take as long as you like with the yawns and the Z's.
I like to sleep. How long do I want to snooze? I want to snooze until morning.
Until I say good morning. Alright, get some rest. Good morning. You can grab some breakfast next door at the Spore store. If you're tired or even if you're not, come back here and catch some Z's, okay?
So, back full up on hearts, and right out here is the Master Sword. Gonna, of course, get a scenic picture of it. Oh, I guess get into a cutscene. Or it's just going to tell me that the Master Sword is already there. Let's get the Silent Princess. And let's get a great shot of the Master Sword here. Perfect. So let's pull this, and that'll be the end. Or cutscene time!
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Who is that? Did I doze off again? Well. It's you. You finally decided to return. Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope on seeing you again. Even my patience has limits, you know. That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however. I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial. Many have referred to me over the ages as the Deku Tree. That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess. The sword that seals the darkness that only the chosen knight can wield against the Calamity Ganon. Believe it or not, it was actually you who wielded that sword 100 years ago. But I must warn you to take extreme caution. The sword stands as a test to anyone who would dare attempt to possess it. As you are now, I cannot say whether you are worthy or not. If you sought to free the sword in any sort of weakened state, you would surely lose your life where you stand.
Fatality.
Best of luck, young one.
If you hope to pull the sword from its resting place, you must use your true strength. Let us see whether or not you currently possess said power.
So we get the quest, the hero's sword, and of course I am strong enough. Let's do this.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
I know.
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I would do much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
And so we get the Master Sword. Power 30, and it never breaks, but it does wear out. And then it recharges, and then I can use it again.
When used against Calamity Ganon, or those tainted by his malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such times, the true power of the sword will manifest. But be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted, and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on this sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest you free the divine beast before facing him.
So, we complete the quest, the hero sword, get the Master Sword. Let's pick up a Silent Princess here. And I think this is as good a place as any to leave it off. So thanks so much for watching, if you've made it this far. I'm going to try and trying to set a schedule for myself, trying to upload one of these once a week, and also working on the instrument channel too. Does take some time, but thank you so much if you've made it. And I shall see you all in the next video, whichever one that may be.